In Kabuye Cell, Jabana sector, Budiza village, residents have not been able to access electricity. At night, locals use candles as a source of light, including students that use them to study. It's challenging to us not to have access to electricity, yet we stay in the city where others have electricity. If we are lucky to get the paraffin, we use the small lantern. Budiza residents in Gasabo district say they came together in 2018 and collected money to be able to access the electricity, but in vain. The fact that we are not connected to the electricity grids and yet they are in our fields and the people that stay below us were able to get the electricity is such a disservice to us. Nzaisenga Theonest, the project manager for electricity distribution and access at the Rwanda Energy Group, says that all the sectors in the country have access to electricity apart from the 148 cells remaining across some parts of Kigali. So especially for the city of Kigali, it's expected that by the end of the year, no resident will be without electricity. All the surveys and what's needed has been done. For Chichuchiro and Nyarujenje, it won't go beyond June this year. There are some sectors that have a big population, which means more work is to be done, hence why we think that by December it will be possible for them to have electricity. But we plan to work with everyone so no one is left behind. The people in Jabana too should be patient. They too will get the electricity. According to the Rwanda Energy Group, 60.9% of households in Rwanda have already had access to electricity, and by 2024, every citizen will be having access to electricity as well.
Now, some residents of Nyamagabe district say that non-implementation of all COVID-19 prevention regulations is one of the main causes of the prevalence of the pandemic in that region now. It is while the district administration says that extraordinary efforts are needed to beat the pandemic in Nyamagabe.
Nyamagabe continues to be among the districts with the highest prevalence of the COVID-19 virus in the country, according to daily statistics from the Rwanda Biomedical Center. To some of the residents, this is a shame that the virus continues to be prevalent in their district. It is indeed sad that figures are like this. We never wish that we are the ones with a high prevalence rate for COVID-19 or to hear that someone has succumbed to the virus. It is evident across the streets that some people go without wearing face masks, and there are some bars that are operating only to hide when they see local authorities or journalists coming towards them, with some residents blaming it on their colleagues that have become complacent. There are people who don't respect these guidelines across the streets, as you can see. There are even people in the villages that don't wear face masks at all, saying that they run out of breath. We are concerned with the increase in the number of infections every day. Nyamagabe district officials are saying that some of the leaders became complacent too and actually work with the residents in not adhering to the COVID-19 prevention measures. Mayor Uwamahoro Bonaventure reminds the residents and the leaders that not respecting COVID-19 prevention guidelines is giving power to the pandemic. We should work hand in hand and defeat the pandemic. Residents should hear this and understand it and know that it's their own initiative to protect themselves. Collective effort is needed in fighting this pandemic. Kaduha, Mugano, Gatare, Chibumbwe and Homane sectors are the worst affected. More than 6,000 people in the district have been vaccinated in the first phase.